Alright, hello everybody, hello, welcome to UPL week number 5, I believe. Um, this is the second to last week of this short off season. We unfortunately lost last week pretty badly versus Darude, so now we are at 2-2 and with a negative differential of -1. So we really need to lock in these last couple of weeks if we want to make it to playoffs. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be, right? Um, But anyways, we're here. We're gonna give it our best, and this is the matchup. I'm not gonna go out for a team builder today just because I don't have time. But I did want to mention that I did make a couple of changes since last week, since it was the last day to make transactions. And the first thing is we draw Pikachu and Palusen, and we ended up picking a Alolan Dog trio and Electabuzz. I'm tired of people just running freaking Terra Fly on everything versus me, so Electabuzz gives me a solid defensive, bulky Electabuzz. I wouldn't say defensive, but bulky Electabuzz. And their trio just seems better. I mean, I just can't work. Palusen is just so bad, man. So we just decided to grab Dog Trio. Now, Dog Trio doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not, but, to give you some context of how interesting this league is, Dog Trio has a base 100 attack, which is actually the highest for my team. So yeah, he's the best attacker on my team right now. So this is the matchup. We're gonna give it the best we can. As you can see, my opponent has a very threatening team, a lot of poison times, luckily for me, I guess, since I pick up the trio. They do have the other SNEASEL, which could be actually challenging. And the Toedscrew, which is a Pokemon with a Spore, which is always annoying. So we'll just have to deal with that. But other than that, we'll just have to do our best. As I am ready to connect to my opponent. I'll say this much though. This is I am assuming that more than 2 teams go to playoffs. But if it's not, then I absolutely need to win this. Fredo, my opponent for today, actually is above me, right above me. So I am on 4th place currently. They are on 3rd. So I'm trying to take that away from them. But yeah, hopefully it's a fun game. I am bringing both of my new transactions because I think they're both very good on this matchup. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, as I'm letting them know that I am ready to search. Just bear with me for a few seconds here. Just gotta copy my sets to the calculator so I have something to do while I'm playing and figuring out. Okay. They didn't bring their Terra Captains, any of them. So this should be an interesting game. Yeah, okay. There is the Club Wetzer, which is probably one of the Pokemon that scare me the most. They did bring the Pachirisu, which is very interesting. Yeah, okay. Coolio. They didn't bring the Defogger, so the plan is always to live with this guy and start setting up spikes from turn 1. For the most part, I should at least be able to set up 1 or 2 layer spikes. But yeah, no, this should be an interesting game. They do have access to spikes. They didn't bring a rocker, which is great for me actually, right? The rockers, oh, they don't have, no, they do have access to Star Rocks, they just didn't bring it. Which I'll take. I'm expecting this to be a very offensive game though. If they leave with the Clodsire, that's gonna be annoying. They're definitely taking their time to think about this though. Quilladin versus Clodsire. Right, so we know that the Ice Beam will not kill us even if it is specs. But then we will have to go from there. We always have the option to Terra. which will allow the water post to two-shot us. But Terra in turn 1 could allow me to not have to worry about the rapid speed too much. Oh, this is interesting. This may just paralyze me turn 1, which is a little bit annoying, but I need to see something. Sorry, the last time I played a Pachirisu was against somebody that brought it versus my Garchomp, so I'm sorry if I don't know much about this Pokemon. Switcheroo. Alright, I'm not seeing really anything you can do to me other than perhaps Super Fan, but if you do that, you do that. I'm just gonna spike you up. Okay. That doesn't do a lot. Cool. Cool. And I don't suppose that is too offensive. Into this. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Because I could very much see them trying to either knock off or I could very much see them try to infestation me, which is alright. I don't want to take a toxic on this right now though. Although I could stack you up with 3-layer spikes. The problem is that you can try to spin them later. I could just go to you. If I go to you, I can Earthquake next turn. Or this turn. This might be a risky play, but we're just gonna do it. If they serve on turn 1, then they're just goated. But I think they're just gonna go ahead and infestation me. Dog Trio versus Marini. Oh, they tried to toxic me. That's perfect, dude. That is absolutely great. Yeah, no, this is an Earthquake. Although they could go into the Toad, but the Toad still takes a lot of damage, right? Toad's cruel. Yeah, if you're not defensive, you take a lot of damage. So we're just gonna go for the Earthquake. Yeah. Maybe I should have called it, but I really don't want to have to be dealing with something annoying. Yeah, there is the boink. Boink, boink, boink. Alright, Earthquake does. It is a little defensive. Okay. Oh, and they have a citrus there. Cool. Okay. This is alright. We always go to you. And if they knock us off, they knock us off. The beautiful part about this is that they cannot put me to sleep while I'm still a grass type, which is great. Fun fact, I actually consider bringing Terra. I actually consider bringing Vital Spirit, Electabuzz to kind of check that. But then I realized that my Sidious Might was gonna be a problem for that. So yeah. Anyways, I'm expecting them to knock off here. So I'm gonna go ahead and spike again. Yep. They're spiking themselves, aren't they? Yep. Yep, they are. They must be. They are. Okay. Cool. Cool. This is gonna be an interesting war right now. Well, I could Terra and not have to worry about you, Crab. I am gonna go ahead and Super Fan you though, and let's see what happens if they try to keep spinning. The non-Terra goes though, so they had to fear that. And they don't have something to spin block me, like I do. Okay, they are going to switch. That works for me. Fifi Le Few is this guy. Okay, this guy's annoying. This guy is quite annoying. Yep. We do hit the Super Fan, which is amazing. It is Rocky Helmet. That is good to know. I cannot take hits from this guy though. Let me see. Quilladin versus Skuntank. If it is utility, The gunshot will do 210s. Technically, I could take it, but a poison jab will be like devastatingly annoying. He could try to go for crunch. He could try to go for something else. Actually, this may be the play. If I go to you, I can close combat. And I don't think that this carve is gonna be too important right now. Knockoff will suck though. I could go to you. Actually, let's go to Rambo. If they poison me, they poison me. The helmet is annoying, I will say. But I do see them trying to go for cruncher. Just the knockoff. Okay. The knockoff is fine. Did a lot of damage, but it is ultimately okay. So I could spin here, as they try to go for stuff, or I could flip turn slowly into a dog trio, potentially. I think the flip turn is better. I leave it in gut. Problem is, yeah. So I do have to take the Rocky helmet, which is a little annoying, but that is fine. So if I go to you, I can close combat. We'll have to take a little bit of damage, but that is okay. I go to you, you're probably gonna try to sucker punch me, so I'll sucker punch you back. Then I have to take damage. Yeah. Yum. Could go to you. No, I don't want to go to you. It is a sucker punch, right? It is always a sucker punch. So this is probably my best bet right now. I'm just gonna go SNEASEL. SNEASEL. Little guy over here. What do I want to do? Do I want to close combat? If he goes Marini, yeah, my best move is always going to be close combat. I'm just going to close combat. This should be a sucker punch, an aftermath, and a thing. Oh, it is not a sucker punch. Okay, so just Rocky helmet and an aftermath. Cool. Yep. And all that. Put me at 50%. So maybe I should have gone dog trio. It's fine. I think. You never know. This should be a Marini though, right? Which will be annoying. But we'll see, I could have also gone. I fear the sucker punch though, and I really didn't want to take that. So, you know. Anyways, let me see. Charizard versus Mr. SNEASEL. I take a look from the knockoff, but it doesn't kill me. You are choice bandit. Whatever reason. Sure, I would leave it. Yep. There comes this thing. Which is annoying. I could just give you this, which will allow me to go into this. So I think we're gonna do that. And the spike is actually gonna help me here a little bit. Yep. Oh, they actually switch out. Okay, cool. That still gives me the initiative. Bless you. Ooh. And it's not boots. So we can go into you. And we will have to... SNEASEL versus Charizard. Sure, bro, Air Slash. How much is the Marini taking? Marini, Marini, Marini. Marini, Marini, Marini. Doesn't take nearly as much as I would like it to take. What if I'm Scorching Sense? I guess let's go into Charizard. Okay, so I have to Hurricane here. I'm just gonna go for the Hurricane, man. You bring the Hurricane for a reason, right? So let's go for it, and it is what it is. Come on, Mr. Toothless. Let's see what happens. Day staining and me missing will be the worst. But, you know, if that's what happens, that's what happens, right? Uh-huh. Okay, they do switch out. Okay. So if I hit, something's gonna take a big hit. Holloway. It is this guy. Okay. We do hit it. Ooh! That just goes down, dude. All right. Okay. Yep. Yep. Now there's still another water type, which is annoying, but you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. They do have the Pachirisu, which I really don't care about too much. They should know about that I am. Yeah, they do go to the Pachirisu. That is very interesting. Gonna get hurt by the spike, but that is okay. I mean, you are always to switch to this. Hopefully they don't go for the U-turn, but I could see them doing it, to be honest. Yep. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's annoying. SNEASEL. Wheeladine. Crash will do 152, which is very annoying. Knockoff wouldn't kill me unless I tear a chat. They actually go to the Clotzer. Okay, cool. Cool. So this Clotzer. Dragon Pulse will kill me. But depending on what they go for, I can go SNEASEL after. I can go SNEASEL after. So do we want to go for the Wood Hammer? Try to see if they have a speed on it. Alright, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. Nah, they do go for Darkles. Okay, that is fair. That is fair. Okay. Alright, so they have the Toad still. Will this kill the dog trio? Dog trio. Lola. Dark Frost will kill me. But putting the damage on you will actually be very good. Could also go to you, then they don't have anything for you outside of Ice Shard, but you're the only thing that outspeeds the guy. So if I go to you, if I go to you, I got a close combat. Just in case it's Scarf. I don't see you switching out. Let's just go for a close combat. That is good damage. That is very good damage. Let's see if they switch out the moves. They are gonna switch out their moves. Okay, cool. It's a critical hit, which is annoying. Wait, they did switch out their move? I think they switched out their move. I honestly, I'm not sure. Which sucks. Sucks for me. Sucks for me. Charizard. Pachirisu. Am I faster than you? Jolai. 252. I am. Do I go Charizard? Is that the play? Clowitzer. You should die to a flamethrower, right? Yeah. Surely you die to a flamethrower. This might actually be contended. You know, it is what it is. We just go for it. Like, you obviously have some speed, otherwise you wouldn't have outspeed my guy. That is interesting. It may be Scarf. We may just have find out that that thing is Scarf. Which is annoying. Actually, okay. Yeah, your choice. Whatever. So if it is Scarf, we can Sucker Punch you. Actually, you cannot spin anymore. This is gonna be interesting. We just go for the flamethrower here. You shouldn't be Scarf on this either. No, you're 100%. You're 100% assault vested on this. Alright. This is interesting though, because I guess you go into Cloudsire here and you show me your Scarf. Versus Electabuzz. Alright, we are choice Scarf. Which means you do 50% to me. But then you cannot switch again. So 2 with a spike damage. Will 2 water pulse kill me? He actually has a chance being born. I'm a little bit confused. Yeah, you were never spinning, brother. Well, you could have spin if you were max speed. But you clearly weren't max speed. You had some investment. So Charizard is just picking up the things. Okay, with that thing gone, the trio I think is not the most important thing right now. Because Electabuzz from the SNEASEL. Oh yeah, okay. Got it. This thing banded, I would guess, maybe. Triple axel. 1, 2. SNEASEL. Hisui. SNEASEL regular. Choice band versus my Charizard. Huh. Huh. Okay. Electabuzz. Yeah, that's Choice Bandit. And that was a roll. Electabuzz. Triple axle. He's also a roll. Yeah, this is annoying. Dude, this is very annoying. Yep. Thank God, dude. Thank freaking God. Holy cow. Yep, that is triple axle for you. That is triple axle for you. That is why I don't run it anymore. On almost anything. Freaking Choice Bandit, man. Yeah, if he hits it, that's a kill. Charizard. Yeah, that was a thing. Oh, I'm choice locked here. Okay, so it wasn't Scar. Cool. Electabuzz doesn't get to do anything. Yeah, freaking triple axle, dude. That move is stupid. Anyways, GG's to my opponent, man. We are gonna take the victory, and we are gonna move on to the last week next week, and hopefully we can get a victory there too, and maybe make playoffs. Who knows, dude? Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye now.